Okay. Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Musty here. I wanted to pop on and talk about carbs, 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 carbs. Everybody loves carbs. Let's just be real, okay? I love carbs. You love carbs. We should be eating the carbs, all right? None of this no carb stuff, okay? All right. So I was chatting with someone today, and it's amazing how much information is out there for guys, right? All this information out there for guys. Hi, Kate. Hi. And all this information out there that's meant for men to be really successful, it works so well. I have heard this same story. I hear it every week. I hear it multiple times a week. Here is the scenario. I get on a call with a gal and she's like, okay, I have been trying to eat cleaner, all these things, and my husband or boyfriend or trainer or somebody, right? Somebody, male friend-ish person, said, they started doing keto or they cut out their carbs or cut them down a lot to like less than 50 grams a day. And they had all these phenomenal results. And I've been doing it and I have been feeling like garbage. I can't keep going. I don't understand what's wrong with me. And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's not you. That type of a diet plan, that type of restrictive nutrition plan is super great for a male body, not for a female body. The female body is so much more complex and dynamic and everything else that following something like that is going to make you crash and burn hard. So that's what happens. She's like, oh my gosh, that's what it feels like. It feels like I've totally crashed. I've got no energy to work out. I have brain fog. Oh my gosh. And I'm just sluggish. I'm exhausted. I can't get through my workouts. Yeah. It's not you. You're just following something that works really well for men and not for women. Women's bodies are designed to store fat, right? So we have to use different tactics to get us into fat burning and to stay there as long as possible, because that's also different. How long we stay in fat burning is different men to women as well. Yes. So feeling like that because you cut down your carbs is really, really tough. And here's what happens is that gals will feel like, like they'll have people tell them, oh my gosh, it is the keto flu. It is just the keto flu. Like you'll get over it. It'll get better, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't get better. You end up just like, it's like a hot mess express of crashing and burning, because you don't have any energy anymore. Yes. And this happens about 3 weeks in. Literally, can't even tell you how many times I have chatted with somebody, and this is the benchmark. This is not from research. I do a crap ton of research. I love to do research. This is not from research. This is literally from phone calls and emails and messages I get every week from women. They go off carbs 3 weeks in. It can be plus or minus a little bit for some gals, but that's about what it is. You can only stand it for about 3 weeks before you're like, I can't take it anymore. My body's it's done. It is done. Yes. Why? Because it increases the stress on the female body. Now, I will say this, that you can lower carbs. I take women through carb cycling in my programs, right? I talk about that a lot. Estrogen burns carbs naturally, all of those things. So you can decrease or play around with that carb number a little bit. But if you are, super high functioning, you've got kids that you're running after all day, you are active, you work out, I don't care what kind of workout you're doing, you're active during the day, you need carb. You need it. Not having it increases the stress on your body. Then that causes you to store more fat. That's how our bodies work. It's how they were made. So fun. So knowing that should tell you something like, okay, I can't stress my body out. Cutting out carbs stresses your body out, right? And then the other thing that you don't have is you don't have energy. You get a ton of energy from carb, right? You just do. And a big piece of that long term when you're not having carb is that it's actually then affecting your nutrient absorption overall, specifically protein. You need carbohydrate to upload enough protein. And women in general do not get the right amount of protein that their bodies really need to achieve the goals. So it's not about cutting your carbs. I tell this to women all the time and they're like, well, what should I cut my carbs down to? And I'm really nervous about eating carbs and all this other stuff. And I say, it's not that. It's not about cutting the carbs. Leave your carbs in. Leave them in. It's your proteins. Increase your proteins to the right amount. That is what the magic secret is in terms of getting a different result, busting past a plateau, getting the energy that you want, and seeing that shift and change in your body composition. That's really it. That's it. It's not the carbs. I know you're going to see it everywhere, and it's going to be all over the place. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel guilty eating carbs. You're going to feel guilty eating a piece of bread. You're going to second guess when you cut up that apple and put peanut butter on it. You're going to second guess eating the apple. But that's how badly we are brainwashed into thinking that it is the carb. That's how badly we're brainwashed. That's how much we've been looking at men's nutrition. That's how much we've been thinking about all of it. So this is my book, The Female Fat Solution. It's on Amazon. I have the whole first chapter dedicated to the history of nutrition for women and why it's been based on men, the male body, and why women are, sorry, I'm like waving it around because I'm getting so worked up, but why it's so tough for women. The issue is not, that we're not following plans. The issue is that we're following a plan that's not made for our bodies. But once we start following the right plan for our bodies, everything changes. So if you want to dive into this, you can. I talk about carbs in here. I have a podcast, The Female Health Solution. I talk about carbs and nutrition on there. You can search all my past episodes. I have a YouTube channel. All of my videos go on there. Kate, I heart carbs. I know, right? I heart carbs too. And I have a 12-week program where I take women through this amazing transformation, really teaching you nutrition for your hormones, for your cycle, how to incorporate all of these things and more. It is not just about, just the carbs, right? This is a piece of it. It's a super important piece. In the 12-week challenge that I have for women, and I have it for women, I have a whole special group created for women who are perimenopause and menopause because they need different things too. Yep. But it's really geared towards women getting the right nutrients in, getting the right protein in, taking you through carb cycling, taking you through the right intermittent fasting for you. It takes you through seed cycling. That's in there too. It takes you through adding the right nutrients at the right times for your body. It is built specifically for women. I only work with women. If you're following a nutrition program and you're like you really want to make a shift and change in your health, and you're following the same program as your husband or your boyfriend or your male buddy, you're not doing the right thing for your body. You're really missing out on some key pieces for you. You got to tweak your nutrition for your body. Women need different calorie amounts throughout the month. Women need different carb amounts throughout the month. That's just how it is. And for the female body to cut out carbs for a long period of time, this is really detrimental on our hormones. It's really, really tough on our systems. Increases stress, causes us to go into more fat storage and everything else. Yes. So there is research that has been done on this for the female body. They're just starting to come out with this. I'm so excited for where this is going. There's only a couple of people that are really doing this type of work for women. Yes. And it makes me super frustrated when it's not out there more. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. I'm going to put a link below this video where you can schedule a call with me. If you've got questions, if you've been struggling, if you've tried keto, or if you've done little to no carb and struggled and you feel like it's your fault, it's not your fault. It's not you. You need to turn it around. Teach your body to burn carb again. And I teach you that through carb cycling. The other thing about carb that I'm going to write down here is that you need a balance. You need a balance of carb. You need simple and you need complex. Simple, like fruits, honey, right? Some quicker sugars. Complex, oats, rice, potatoes, bread, pasta, all of it. Yes, it's going to feel weird that you're going to want to eat that, right? But you're not going to have cravings then. You're not going to be crashing and burning because you're not having carbs, and you're not going to be crashing and burning from overindulging because you've depleted your body. If you ever get to a point where you just find yourself face first in a pile of pasta because you're like, I just couldn't, I had to eat it, right? It's not like you lost your willpower. Your body literally was at such a point of depletion where your brain shuts off its willpower mechanism and it says, give me the nutrient. It needs it to survive. It's trying to survive. It's trying to keep you alive. That's what it's doing, honestly. Yes. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. If you have questions, let me know. If you have comments, you can put them below this video. If you want to schedule a call with me and chat, we can do that as well. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up, so stay tuned. But if you have gone through this, or if you know somebody who's been going through this, please send them and share this video with them. Because so many women just don't know these things. They don't know. that they're missing out on things. They don't know that they're doing it wrong for their bodies, and they have been just trying so hard, but really just applying the wrong things. So my mission is to educate women to really get the right information for their systems to get the right result. So I would love and appreciate any help in sharing this message. All right. Ooh, good question from Kate. Almond butter or peanut butter for cooling? You can really do either. I do, peanut butter is not for warming. So if you want to do peanut butter for cooling, you can. Otherwise, you can just stick with almond butter all the way around. But you can do either. Great question, though. Kate's going to kill it. You guys are going to watch her transformation. It's going to be incredible. Yes. All right. It's getting late. This is what I got for you. If you have questions, let me know. If you're confused, let me know. We can talk about the mechanisms behind this. But overall, please eat carbs. Your body will thank you. All right. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you later.